Hey, my favorite two lambs are here today. You would come here to the front pew, about sit in the middle, so we'll get you to do something here in a minute. Sit right there. Now you're going to be on the church Facebook page, my page. So look back there at the camera and wave. Hi, everybody. You're not going to wave? You're on TV. You ever been on the Benny Carl show? Yeah? Okay. I have a slate here. This is very old, and I don't even know, I can't remember now where I found it. But this is the way people used to do their work in school. Everybody didn't have a notebook or paper. I remember when we did have paper, we had like a notebook that was bound and it had lines on it, and it had big chips of wood in it. And you had a pencil that was big enough to club your classmate into unconsciousness. And that's what we had in the first grade. But back in the old days, so like some of these people here, they probably had a slate that they wrote in. This is like a blackboard. They had a blackboard, and then they had, I think at Flint, we had green boards. That really threw everybody else. All our blackboards were green. You know what was the most fun? It kind of shows you how things have changed. You know what was the most fun when we were little? We would ask our teacher if we could what? Clean the board or clean the erasers. We could take the erasers outside and just beat the fire out of them against the building. This chalk does fly everywhere, but they'd get so much chalk in the eraser that they had to go out and beat them. And she didn't want to do it. And we'd say, yeah, get us a chance to go outside. And so there was always a place out there in the school building like it had little rectangles of chalk all over it. I have me some chalk here. You know, when the Old Testament, the first part of our Bible, was written, it was written in another language. We speak English. Actually, we speak in Southern, but that's close to English. We say y'all a lot. When you travel much, people will say, I just love to hear you talk. And they'll think you talk like a Southern belle. Well, our Old Testament Bible was written in a language called Hebrew. Now let me show you. In the Old Testament, God had a secret name. He had a name that not everybody knew. Do you have a name? Let's see, your name is Samantha Avery Buell. What does your daddy call you? What does your daddy call you? Samantha? And so I call you Samantha every once in a while. Mostly just silly. I call you silly. Come here, silly. And you do. And you're Addison Elizabeth Buell. You could say that when you're just a little bitty thing. Well, God has lots of names. And one of them was a secret. And it's also called a sacred name. That means a special name. Let me show it to you. Granny, my mother, paid for me to go to school so I could write in several different languages. So I'm grateful to her. This is God's secret name. I'm going to be talking to the people about that today. It starts with a Hebrew Y. And it's called a yod, or a jot. And then it's got an H, a Hebrew H in it. And that's what their H looks like. And then it's got a V that doesn't look anything like a V. And then it's got another H. God has 4 letters in His secret name. And I've met many, many people, the special chosen people of God, the Israeli people, the Jewish people, Orthodox Jewish people won't say that name. It might be pronounced Yahweh. Yahweh, if you put some vowels in it. Or it might be pronounced Yahweh with a W sound instead of a D sound. Yahweh. A lot of times it winds up in our Bible as the word, you don't know how you get it, I'm going to show the grown-ups how you get it. It's the word Jehovah. God says not everybody knows that name. Now that might be a little bit confusing. But let me show you something. I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to put that right here for right now. When we come to the next part of our Bible, it's called the New Testament. And it makes everything simple and plain because you may not know Hebrew. You may not know how to pronounce God's secret name. But do you know what his name that everybody knows is? He's the same person. He's the same person. And that's what you're going to learn about. His real name is Jesus. You see, His real name is Jesus. And that's easy to remember. And it's not a secret. We tell everybody, He's the Lord. He's the Lord. The Lord Jesus Christ. Everybody knows Jesus, or they ought to. Not everybody knows Jesus. There's a song called Everybody Ought to Know. Everybody ought to know who Jesus is. All right, you think about that. There's going to be a test next Sunday, so you'll need to know all your Hebrew, okay? You ready? All right, thank you very much. You can go back to the piano or to wherever you were sitting.